This is the Leo Climaco podcast.
Through a lot of trial and error. It wasn't my dream. I didn't wake up one day and said, I want to do accounting. I actually worked up with an insurance company before and got into wealth management planning.
Okay.
And then from there, I was like, well, all these people are making all this money. How can we help keep it? How can I provide more value?
Right.
That's my purpose, is keep providing value to people, and no matter, what I'm doing. So it kind of just turned into becoming a part of the accounting team with multiple different companies.
I feel like you found a way to make accounting fun and interesting.
I try to. A lot of people just don't understand, you can really make your life a write-off. So all the fun that we have, especially in South Florida, all the huge dinners and the big parties and, the yachts and the jets and everything, it can actually become quite resourceful for people who have a lot of money for those, write-offs. So I make them make it understandable and fun. So they're like, okay, I can write this off. I'm good.
That's wonderful. Talk to me about your upbringing. Where'd you grow up? Where are you from?
I grew up in middle of nowhere in Florida. It's called Arcadia.
I've heard of Arcadia.
Yeah. Kind of like ranch style. We had cows and horses and
very cool.
Orange groves, watermelon fields, all that stuff. Yeah.
So you were a farm girl.
Yes. Yeah.
When did you move out of Arcadia?
As soon as I could. Actually, at 17, I emancipated myself.
Okay.
My parents were in full support of it. And I started my college track to University of Florida. And I ended up getting sick while I was there. I had cancer for the first time. I've had it twice now. So I had to leave.
That's crazy. You've had cancer twice.
And take care of my health.
Wow.
But, so.
What kind of cancer, if you mind me asking?
Ovarian.
Wow. Yeah. How was that?
Not fun.
Oh.
But it was a lot of learning lessons for me. It was a lot of growth. Like I really had to look inside myself and, understand that the sickness is not going to take me. And that's where a lot of my strength came from to do a lot of things that I do now, is just to keep pushing forward. Like there's literally nothing that phases me anymore as far as that's going to keep me down. So
why do you think it happened twice?
I put a lot of stress on myself because I don't have a backup plan. I don't have mom and dad to call. If the things go wrong,
right.
I am my own support system. So everything in my life, all of my success, all of my future is reliant solely on me. So I think the second time I got it was I was working 90 hours a week.
Wow.
Really just pushing to make a name for myself.
Yeah.
And it led me to be sick.
How far apart?
The last one was when I was 27. So it was, and it took a little while to come back from, but I did it.
Can you tell a difference of Chelsea pre-cancer and post-cancer?
Oh, 100%. So the last time that I had cancer, I refused to go to the big pharma route.
Okay.
I was so determined on myself to do a more holistic approach. I went and sat with shamans. I did, alternative therapies like Ayahuasca and
I've done Ayahuasca.
Just because, in life, I did put myself through so much. I went through so much, that I did put myself through.
Right.
And I needed to heal my body from the inside and heal my mind. And now I know that, I can really cure my mind or cure my body with my mind no matter what. And it's so powerful for me.
It's so powerful. We don't realize how powerful the mind is and how in control of the body it actually is.
Yeah, it really does control every single thing. I don't get sick anymore at all. I tell my body, if I feel something or whatever, I'm like, no, we're not doing this today. Fix it, heal it. I'll listen to my body when I need to rest, but my mind is everything.
Talk to me about your ayahuasca journey. How was that for you? Where'd you get it done?
I went to Costa Rica to do it, and it was a very, very intense journey. It made me face a lot of things that I had thought I'd already dealt with, because I fully believe in therapy and support anybody who wants to go to therapy. So I thought that I had dealt with these things, but really I had just dealt with them on a very surface level, and I didn't face them. Dealing and facing are completely different in my view. So
for sure,
I had to actually heal my body from that side. And you know, you come so close to what they call God in that journey, and it was very wild for me to experience that. But afterwards, it took like a good month to recover from all of it, to like just sit and deal with it and process.
The integration takes forever.
Yes.
It's so much download,
it
you know?
It was a lot of downloading.
Yeah. And you got to cipher through all it and really, you know, have that clear vision, right? Being able to sit in it and allow it to go through you, and then you sleep and you wake up and you're like, all right, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
You feel like you keep going through it and until it's like gone. And there was a lot that I felt like, you know, pre and post doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not a completely different person, but my mind accepts and moves through things a lot differently.
I agree 100%. I think you gain, you unlock something, right? Where you're like, all right, I know who I am. Yeah. I'm confident in what I do. Exactly. I understand my path. Let's go.
Yeah. And that actually, you know, obviously weeds out a lot of the bullshit, to be quite honest, with dealing with people and business and personal relationships, romantic relationships. Like if you're not cutting it, you got to go.
Yeah.
You know, I don't, you know, I'll help somebody grow and push them as far as they'll let me. And if you're not going to continue to go and grow with me, then, you know, I wish you well, but you're in a different box. You know, I compartmentalize people now. So, you know, I'll be your acquaintance. I'll always love you. Right. But you're not going to be in this close circle with me. Right. Yeah. There's no modifying my standards or my foundation for anybody else. Yeah, not anymore. No. The more times you do that, the worse it'll get, the more you'll start bending. And you're damaging your own soul. Yeah, exactly. You know, you can't, there's a difference in you being there for someone and you breaking your moral values for them. You know? Accepting and taking on their bullshit. That's one thing I was doing for a long time was I wanted to help everybody because I thought that was my purpose and my calling. And yes, it is to a degree, but not taking on their problems was also a big lesson for me. Yeah, I think that was big for me too. I think I discovered that I can help others just by being me. Yeah. Right? Just by me continue to elevate and do the right things every single day, that is enough to influence others. Yep. You don't have to try to bend backwards to change their mind. You know what I mean? Exactly. Yeah, and most people, they're not going to change unless they want it. I mean, it's true. That's all people actually. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. 100%. You can take a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. Exactly. Yes, very true.